because it's my self-expressions. You can have your opinions on it, you can feel a certain type of way, but it's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I can't contradict that at all, you know, and sometimes I do come across them lines, you know, as rappers, as, you know, we always have that, you know, that thing about us where, you know, it is controversy, you know, but it came from some type of inspiration, and I have to say it. I have to be vocal about it, you know.
And do you ever look back on any and feel like you'd like to change any of the things that you've written, or?
It'd be me saying I want to go deeper. I should have went deeper.
I see.
You know, I shouldn't have held back, you know, but moving along, I know, okay, you're not finna be in a box and saying what you want to say, and that's where I'm at now.
Content-wise, do you feel like you could talk about anything, or do you feel an obligation to talk about certain things?
I can talk about anything.
That's great.
Anything. I could talk about anything, and this is the challenge for me. Being able to talk about anything and make it connect, you know, to a listener, where the listener can either feel like you or feel like they understand you, or you have just a deeper connection through the music with the listener. Talking to a little kid and making that represent.
For me, everything I did to do with the camera, to do with editing, was useful experience and stuff that paid off when I came to actually, you know, make features. And really everything you do, you learn from, in terms of any time you're shooting something, a short film, particularly short film. When you try to write the script for a short film, it's very difficult to write a short film. I think in some ways it's harder than for a feature, to have a complete idea in just a few minutes and have a beginning, a middle, and an end, you know, have an appropriate conclusion. So you learn a lot about narrative structure doing shorter films. But really every job I did, including you know, corporate videos and industrial training films and things, where I'd have to go to a company and throw up some lights and shoot interviews, you know, with executives and things like that. You're always learning about your craft. You're always learning about, you know, how to balance the pragmatic requirements, race against time, using the equipment you've got in a short space of time to sort of get something that you can use. It's all useful experience. When you're starting out particularly, you have to play to your strengths. You have to do something that really excites you, and whatever's different about that. And in the case of following the non-linear structure was a somewhat unusual choice. But it's those things that are the strength of the project. It's the things that you can bring to what you're doing or bring to the filmmaking craft that maybe not everybody else is doing, maybe not everybody else can do or has thought to do. That's what's going to distinguish the thing. So it might seem in some ways more difficult, or seem like something that would make the project more difficult to sell when it's finished, you know, what have you. But for me, I think the answer was definitely to try to play to my strengths and the things that I personally was passionate about. I think working in films today, it's an era where people tend to watch films more.